Hello, my dear students. A very good evening to you all. Welcome back to Unacademy. So this is Waseem here again. So as you all know that today, basis on some students' request, we are continuing the PUC second year first chapter, which is nature and significance of management. There are certain things which they want to, what do you say, go ahead and continue it, and want me to redo it because they have like certain example, they want to listen it again, some new examples with that. Okay, so with that, let me start off with, and give me some time, give me a couple of minutes. Okay, no, sorry, not a minutes, couple of seconds. Okay, so before starting, I always say that as a broken record, please go ahead and subscribe to our channel on Academy Karnataka PUC, along with and if you have not subscribed it, go ahead and subscribe it. And if you have do share, like, and comment if you have any questions, any concerns, anything for that matter. We are here to serve you guys. Okay, guys, so give, without wasting much time, so let's start. So as we all know, this is for the PUC two students. Okay, before starting, we do have a Telegram channel. You can go ahead and subscribe to a Telegram channel. Also, you can see this or address it on the board here. Okay, so moving forward, we would have actually the chapter name goes like nature and significance of management. So in that, the first things comes as a management. Okay, so what is management, we will understand. So we will understand thoroughly lot of concepts in it. Okay, so okay, when I see a management, so this is a definition which comes into a picture. So in simple, if I tell you in simple, just break the word a management. Okay, manage, make one word manage, 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 men and T for things. Okay, so what is a management? In simple words, you need to manage people along with things. Now, how do you all manage it? That we will see it in a further discussions. So here basically the process, the definition what we have given by the big authors is very simple. This is a definition which is required for your examination point of view. If they ask you to write define management, these are the two things which you have to write it. Or there are 3-4 other statements also, or the other definitions also from other people. So what you have to do here is first understand the complete concept. What do you mean by management, and what are the significant of management, which we are going to learn. Just because you have liked it so much and you have asked me to do it one more session on this, so I have with more enthusiasm I have come in today to tell you all this. Okay, so in simple terms, managing people or things, but let's understand this from, what do you say, company perspective, from definition perspective. So as per the definition, what he says is management is a process of things, getting things done with the aim to achieve goals effectively and efficiently. Getting it? Managing is nothing, it's a process of getting things done. How to get things done? You yourself do a lot of management in your own life, right? If you are a working guy or a woman, or he is also a father and a mother. He is a father and he also need to work. Okay, so how do he manage his work life? How do he manage his work? How he manages his professional life? And if there is a working lady, okay, who has to take care about his take care of the family also, she has a kids. Okay, she managed very well, and she also has to manage the office as well. So managing, that's what the management is. So but here the concept was be for the management. What is the concept in an organization? Getting it? So management is a process of getting things done with the aim of achieving organization's goals. Whose goal? Organization goals. Organization's goals could be, there's a lot of, the main goal is to achieve the profit, to increase the profit, and so on, so on. Okay. Then we have a next definition which says a management is a distinct process consisting of a planning, organizing, activating, and controlling, and perform to determine and accomplish the objectives. Nothing. So whatever we do in the management, so we do plan, we do, organize, we, control things, we put activating is nothing but the operational part of it, and perform to determine and accomplish those objective whatever we have decided. So that's what the definition of a management is. Okay. So hope I've made it very clear. I think, so. If you want me to give you a simple example, you yourself manage even a small petty trader, who is selling a banana or a mango. He manages his stuffs very, very well. Okay. Similarly, in terms of an organization, in order to manage a big organization, we need to have a management of multiple people. It's not only one or two. We need to have a what do you say? We need to have that complete what do you say, team of a management. Now management team are consist of multiple people. Most of the senior people will be there, like top level people. When I say a top level, your senior executive, your director, senior director, or EVP, executive vice president, your CFO, CEO, they are the one who are a part of a management. So in this, every company's head, in a company, every segment's head will be there. For example, if I tell you, in a whole entire company, we may have what do you say, four department, right? Maybe the HR department, finance department, marketing department, and production department. So all the heads of these departments will come together, and all the heads, will be a part of a management basically, and all the to come together in order to take any decisions which is required for the good, which is required for the growth of the company. So these are the people. Now what are those things they will do, and what is the nature of the management, we will understand it further. Okay guys, so this is all about a management till now. It is very simple guys, you don't need to worry about it. You just need to understand the concepts one by one and go on. Okay. Now moving ahead. Okay, the next we need to understand the difference between effectiveness and efficiency, right? Because this is also very much important from your examination point of view. See, any work you do, it has to be effective and it has to be efficient as well. These two terms are different, but they are interrelated. Getting it? For management, it is important to be both effective and efficient. Effectiveness and efficiency are the two sides of the same coin basically. See, when you are doing a job, okay, let me tell, if you want me to give an example, this is how. For 2 hours job, if you are taking 4 hours and not completing it, or completing it also, then you are not, you know then you are not effective and efficient enough. For example, the easier to be effective and what do you say, it is easier to be ineffective and ignore efficient. So whenever the task is given, if you are doing it in a less time and even you are completing it, or you are taking the exact time, then you are effective enough. Your productivity, your efficiency also increases. Efficiency, we will see all those differences of effectiveness and efficiency. Getting it? If you are doing it in a given time, those all things, you are effective and efficient both. Getting it? Now we will see the comparison of both, of effectiveness and efficiency. Okay. See, first, the meaning is, in effectiveness, the completion of task on time. So if I've given you an example. If someone has asked you, okay, if your manager has given you a task to complete this by 5 a.m. and you have done it exactly by 5 a.m., by maybe by 5 p.m., and you would have done it by 5 p.m. or you would have done it by 4 p.m. also. Getting it? But whereas efficiency, completing of a task with lower cost and with no wastage and on an exact time as well. Getting it? In efficiency you are going one step ahead and giving an organization to grow, opportunity to grow. Basically, why means because you are even producing the same amount of what do you say, goods which has been given to you, but with a lower cost and with a less wastage. You are taking care of two things. Here you are just completing the task on time without even thinking of anything else, right? So you need to have a proper balance between both effectiveness and efficiency. Getting it, guys? Now this is concern, of course both are concerning with concern with achievement of end result, but here utilizing in efficiency, what happened, you need to utilize minimum resources and getting the maximum benefit. Utilize the minimum resources and getting maximum benefits. Getting it? That is very important. Of course, that's the reason an organizer management guru says that you need to keep the proper balance between both effectiveness and efficiency. Okay, guys. So hope it is clear till now. When I say effectiveness, you are completing your task on time. But when I tell you along with the efficiency means you are completing a task on time with a lower cost and you are reducing the wastage with no wastage, basically. Okay. So then one more is, what would be the consideration? The producing targeted production on time, as we discussed. Here targeted production with minimum cost. You are efficient enough. There's a lot of difference here. You are efficient enough, you are producing the same thing, but again with a lower cost, minimum cost. Here the quality of end product and its completion within the given time. Here optimum utilization of resources. In efficiency, you are utilizing all those resources and giving the more benefit with a lower cost. Getting it? So you need to understand this concept and ensure that any organization, you need to balance this accordingly while taking any managerial decision. Getting it? Now what happened in a company, someone has given you to do the work to complete the task by 5 o'clock. So you have completed, you are effective enough. But in order, but other example, you have completed the task and also you have given some given your insights from your end, some more maybe in terms of you have given more insights from your end, like you would have saved some money, you would have given some ideas, you would have reduced weight. So a lot of examples of things. That is efficiency. Okay, okay. So hope it is clear here. Okay. So this is also very important because this is a guaranteed question from your examination point of view for maybe for the 2 marks or the 4 marks. If it is for the lengthy, you need to elaborate it and it will go for the 4 marks. Okay. So let's move further and understand what are the characteristics of management. How does the management, what would be the management, features, characteristics, everything in detail. Okay. As we all know that, because this is very important from your examination point of view, because this question has come in, I think, almost every year, for 5 marks, I think 5 or 8 marks as well. Getting it? And if you understand these concepts, it will also be easy for you guys to solve the cases which has been given to you. Okay. The first point here is goal oriented, which is very obvious. See, why do you set up a business with some goal, right? What would be your goal? The organization has some basic goals. What are the basic reasons to existence? This should be simple and clear stated. First of all, the goal, when you are describing a goal, when you are putting a goal, the goal has to be simple and clear. It should not be more confusing in an organization. Okay. So different organizations have different goals. For example, goal of what do you say, an hospital industry will be completely different from a goal of what do you say, software industry, right? In a software industry, your goal would be to give a, you know, what do you say, complete finished product without any queries, any bugs, or any hazards in it, like on a software. That's what it happens, right? So if there is any bugs or some, queries in the software, if it is getting stuck, then it is obviously think that, thought that, the product is not that good. So the goal differs in from organization type of industry to type of industry. Same like in a hospital industry. So your hospital, the services what you provided to the patients, and along with those machineries and all those stuff which is available, that has to be a top notch. So that's how getting it. And the goal of a retail store maybe to increase the sales. Every time he just sees that how do I get a new customer, how do I increase the sale. But the goal of non-profit organization might be different. So no, there are many NGOs, right, who do the what do you say, services not only for the profit. They do it for for what do you say, for their content, self satisfaction, and they do it for society, to help society, considering the social cause as well, right? So this could be best example of goal oriented. In the same way, all organizations are goal oriented. Yeah, every organization without goal, the organization will not open, they will not do any operations unless and until they have a goal. Whether the goal could be to start, to increase the profit, but that is the main goal of any organization. And someone, goal would be to give social help, or someone's goal would be you know to make a finest software product, and someone's goal would be to develop some big technology machines and all those stuffs. Getting it? So in a management, characteristics of a management, the first is the management has to be goal oriented. Now I'm a global company. My objective is to you know my goal is to I want my company to be globally recognized. Now it is we are located just in an India, but my goal is to be globally recognized. Now how do you do that? We need to put a lot of efforts in it. Getting it? We have to put lot of efforts, understand what things goes on, how things works in a global environment, because these days the entire world has become a global village, and because of internet of things and internets, it's very easy to be present everywhere. Okay, so that is the first point on the goal orientation. Okay, guys. So next, coming to pervasive management, is all pervasive. When I say a management is present in all type of industry. It's a universally accepted, and it is present in all types of industry, as I gave you an example, right? So the activities involves in managing enterprise common to all organization, whether it's an economical or a social or a political. Even the petrol pump, right, needs to be managed. Okay, as much as a hospital or a school. Getting it, guys? Even a petrol pump has to be managed as per the hospital, in the same equal to the hospital or the school. So in all that's what the meaning of pervasiveness. It is pervasive in nature. Every sector, be it your hospital, your hospitality, then even your socio-economic things, and even considering entire part of a things, everything will be required in the all types of organizations is required to be managed. Getting it? Even if you are doing a small businesses as well, small, that also has to be managed, right? So it is pervasive in nature, right? And one more could be managers, one more example, because what managers do in India, the US, Germany, or a Japan is the same, right? And if you take the global company, how do you manage the people, how do you manage the things, that is present everywhere same, right? Whether it is in India or in Germany, but the people are different, right? The people are different, you need to deal with a different type of a people differently, but the concept remains same. That's all. The purview itself means a universal, and it is accepted universally, you know getting it. But there might be some cultural differences in a human beings from one country to other country, but other things, all cultural part remains same. Okay, guys. So moving on to a next point, which is multi-dimensional. Okay, when I say you multi-dimensional, what is multi? Basically, multiple means more than one. When I say you more than one, you know, so dimensions here. Dimensions means any three corners. Like, one is your management of work. Multi-dimensional. Dimensional is a dimension means which has a three corners. So like that, management also has a 3 points in it. One is your management of work, another one is your management of people, another one is your management of activities or management of operations. Okay, now let's understand here, what do you mean by management of work? Okay, basically managing the work activities. All organization exists because they are doing some sort of work, right? Some work. A factory are products, in an hardware industry, they are producing, what do you say, computer hardware or anything. A factory, they are producing the, what do you say, heavy material or a machine or a motor. A software company, they are producing a software. Then in a service industries, for an example, banking or insurance, they are providing a services to the customers. Okay, and and in what else, post office service, again they are providing post office services. So this comes into a service industry. Okay, guys. So this is the meaning of a management of work. So what, any kind of a work it might be, that has to be managed. Getting it? That has to be managed accordingly. That is important. Then the next one, second dimension of the multidimensional is the management of a people. See, people, people is a main asset of any company, my dear students, right? It's only the people who understands the work and they do it. Though the how much ever you grow the technology, but ultimately it's the people who makes you to grow the company, right? Along with the people, because you know now when you are in a global company, you have a different type of a people, you know like people in Asia, people in America, people in Canada, or people in the Middle East. you know you just need to understand the culture and work according to them accordingly. Getting it? So ultimately managing people means getting things done. Getting, what was the management? Remember the simple example I said, management, managing people, men and things, right? So managing men is very important. So because for an example, I always give this quote this example, like, right, wherein if one of your employee, if you have ordered to your subordinate saying that please do this job, if he doesn't want to do this job, there could be multiple issues. There could be two issues: either he doesn't want to do the job, or he don't know to do the job. If he don't know to do the job, it is a responsibility of a manager to train him, to educate him, to help him to understand the work and assist him in his work, whether it is a multiple time if he fails also, but still you need to help him, teach him. Okay, that is a training issue. Okay, if he doesn't want to do the work, then is your attitude issue. That's the way you need to counsel them. Then ultimately if he understand, then it's fine. If he still doesn't want to, then it is your organization's call to ask him to go out of the organization, right? Then what's use of it if it doesn't know? And we need to manage with a different way. So basically, in a dimensional management of a people deal implies with dealing with employees, individuals with diverse, what do you say, diverse need and behavior. Dealing with the groups also. Sometimes you have a union, trade unions. You need to deal with those all, all these guys. Okay, the groups. And the next part is the third dimension in the multiple dimension is management of operation. Guys, this is very important because the only one question also may become asking, please write the dimensionals of a management. So in that, at that time, you need to write a multiple, the dimensions of management is management of work, management of people, management of operations, right? So management of operations, what is a management of operation? No matter what the organization, it has some basic product or a services to provide to the in order to survive, right? That require, so okay, let me tell you the difference between operations and the production. Operations are nothing but the way basically is used to providing a services, you know in a service kind of an industry. But at the same way, production is, will be the production refers to the manufacturing of a hardcore products, like whether it's a bottle or a mic or anything or a phone. So ultimately the meaning is somewhat similar of a production and operations. So your management of operation is how do you manage the operations, basically. Getting it? This requires a production. For example, there is a process of manufacturing a bottle. First one, if you are manufacturing a steel bottle, you need to get the raw material like a raw steel, boil it, melt it up and put it in the steel, what do you say, shape, whatever you call it as frame. Then keep a tie, have a proper packing, do the polish and all those stuff, paint it, whatever you want to do it. There's a complete process. So you need to manage this complete process. This process is known as an operational. Getting it? Operations. In the service industry also. In a service industry, for an example, if you want to open a bank account in a bank, so what do? There is a form. There's a if you want to open a saving bank account, there is a form which has been given by the bank representative to you. You need to fill in that form, attach the proof documents. If the like your identity documents like Aadhaar or PAN or whatever, if that are not matching, if it is not attached, then your request will be rejected. Then again, it has to be verified. It has to be physically verified to your home address, or your office address, whether you are the person are the same who is staying here or no. It is a process of opening a bank account in the service industry. So this workflow of a process is called a management of an operations. Getting it, guys? So this way, it's easy for you to understand the dimensions of a management. Okay, hope it's clear and hope I am able to make you understand this. Okay, then the next characteristics of a management is a continuous process. Of course, when I say a continuous process, means continuously it keeps on happening. In all levels it happens, irrespective of, whether it's a low level or the middle level, and even on the higher level, it keeps on happening. It doesn't stop. Okay. The process of management is a series of a continuous composite but separate functions. For an example, you know, if you want to start a business, you want to plan something. In a planning also, you need to have a management. There is a separate chapter for you guys on the planning, controlling and all those stuff. But in a planning, you need to manage, for example, if I'm doing a planning of of starting one project, and I need to, what do you say, I need to plan accordingly as per the needs of my customers, right? So in organizing also the management is requires it. It is in a directing also it is there. In a staffing also it has to be done. In controlling also it has to be done. So it is a continuous process everywhere. These functions are simultaneously performed by all manager all the time in all the exam, in all kind of an industries. Getting it? Planning, organizing, controlling, staffing. These all we will study in details further in your further chapter, but these are the things which has been yeah, these are the, what do you say, activities which has been simultaneous, which has been performed by all the managers in all types of industries. Getting it? For the several different tasks. Some days, sometimes you may need to spend more time in the planning. Sometimes you may need to, uh, spend more time on or any other activities or in solving a problem. So management is a continuous a process. It's a continuous process. You just need to keep on managing things, managing people, and all those stuff. Okay, guys. So that is one of the characteristics. Now, next is your group activity. Management is a group activity. It is a team activity. It's not only one person. Remember, I gave you an example. A management is consist of a people from all those heads of the department, whether it is maybe the senior executive of HR, SVP from finance, then your CFO, then the operational head, the CTO, chief technological officer, then from, if it is from a legal, so everyone will be a part of this management. So, and it is a group activity. For example, if they are taking any decision, if the management is taking any decision, the decisions has to be taken unanimously among all the, with an acceptance of all these member of the managements. Getting it? An organization is a collection of diverse individuals with different needs, and every member of a group has a different purpose for joining the organization. Getting it? But as a member of an organization, they work towards fulfilling the common. So there are different people are there from different department, but when they come together to perform one sort of job to in achieving the organization objective, they have to be a one team. They I doesn't work out there. It's a we. I comes we comes before I. So it's a teamwork basically. Getting it? So that is the meaning of group activity. Understood, guys? And then the next characteristics is in management is a dynamic function. When I say a dynamic means the meaning itself is a changing, right? Changing. Dynamic means changing. Change is the only thing which never changes, right? They say. So when I say you, the management is a dynamic function and has to adapt itself to the change of environment. So tomorrow there will be a change in a business environment, okay, but still the management keeps on continue. Tomorrow, the person will go, the senior person will go, but the next person will come. The management keep continuing. The company will keep growing. Getting it? I Tomorrow some employees will be fired or they will leave the organization. They will jump to the other organization for the other benefits, but still the company will run, right? So the management is what do you say? A dynamic in nature. It adopts an organization interact with an external environment also, which consists of a various social, economical, and political factor. In order to have a successful, the organization must change itself. For example, tomorrow suddenly there is a change in the policy by the government, even you need to change it accordingly, right? You cannot say that I have to, I will be agreeing as per whatever I'll strict myself. You're not a sole trading company. Even a sole trader also, if there is a change in a sole trading a business according as per the government, you have to change it. So similarly, in a management also, it's a very dynamic function characteristics or a feature wherein you need to accept and keep changing, adopting changing, adopt changes and keep growing. Getting it? So basically, to give an example, there are many companies also, they change it as per the customer's need. Basically, they change the entire policies as the because a company start with a small that spark, right? For example, someone start in a McDonald itself, in a I think it is a McDonald wherein they change their entire menu because of the customer's preference. So ultimately, it is a customer who, you know, who has to be delighted if you want to do a proper business, right? Who is going to give you the money? Ultimately, it's a customer, right? So you got to be loyal to the customer, and you have to act accordingly what the customer says. So this is the example of the dynamic functions. Okay, guys. Then next point is management is intangible force. Do you see the management? No, right? Do you feel this? Do you feel the management? Can you touch the management? The best example I would give for this, there is one table, one room A and another room B. Okay, in a room, all the things has been shattered around, all books has fell, and uh, the what do you say? The bed sheet has come out from the bed, and the pillows has been thrown here on there. Everything has been shattered here and all. And the B room, everything has been kept it very properly. The books are in a shelf, and the curtains are on the windows, and the bed sheet is cleanly, on the cleanly laid on the bed, cleanly, what do you say, they have put it on the bed, and it looks very clean. So what do you say after seeing the two rooms? If you say for the room A, it is not managed properly, and this will you will say it is sorry, for the room A you will say it is not managed properly. For the B room you will say it is managed properly. So by seeing itself, it is an intangible force. You But by seeing itself, you will feel it. Even an organization, if you see the top organizing company, right, most of the global company, like take an example of Infosys in India. Why do they are leader, whether it's a TCS or Infosys? Because their management is felt. It's felt everywhere. They have that discipline, they have that code of a conduct to be managed accordingly, and that is the main essence of those companies, right? Why they all are. Okay, getting it, guys? Give me one moment. Okay, I think there's some little technical error here. Hello. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, guys, I think you are done now till with the dynamic functions and sorry, intangible force as well. I think we are done with all those characteristics which has to be completed, because remember guys, this is a very important questions, and this is from your examination point of view. And the next one is one more, you need to have the proper balance on efficiency and effectiveness. As we have already covered it, there has to be a problem. You need to complete the task on time also, but also you need to reduce the waste and with a low cost. So we taking the maximum utilization of the resources, along with what do you say, give a proper product, finished product. Okay, so that is the characteristics of a management. So I hope I was able to make you understand the meaning of a management, the characteristics, and the difference of between effectiveness and efficiency, you know and how the management is a goal oriented, whether it's a pervasive or it is multidimensional in nature, and what are the continuous process. I've given you enough of example for your explanation. So today, this is what session it was taken as per the request. If you guys have not yet subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe to our channel, Unacademy Karnataka PUC, and do like, share, and comment, and let me know for your any feedbacks if you have. By this, I want to stop here for today. Okay, guys. Uh, thank you, all the best. Thank you, all the best. Good night. Take care of yourself. Do hard work. Do proper studies. Have a good sleep. Take care. Bye bye.